Picking snakes out, they hissing, but I spring this for all the ones that want the hunters with the blues in the eating blood across it where the blood in her. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want to go with one. Number two never count. Used to on them out, making my babies proud. Wanna call my mama. Yeah, I buy like 23. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Joshua Dobbs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium. The Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" QB from the University of Tennessee. It's Joshua Dobbs.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the counter, here's McCoy. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. Quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he's just got to develop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Field on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 20.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Buccaneers.
It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the Vikings.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph. 53 yards. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dobbs. And that is incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Trying to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
He'll let one go deep for Howard. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former first-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Cousins finding the rookie Jefferson for a Viking 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Cook following the penalty. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Justin Jefferson.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. And he's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Flushed out right. He'll run it, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They had 2 straight first downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Dobbs, and now he's going to use his legs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Joshua Dobbs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. And it's up and good. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15.
For Tampa
Bay. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Levante David in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st down.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 14-14.
On 1st down, it's Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal.
A good pickup there at 22. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if he's not making the plays that we've seen, they are really getting blown out in this one. I don't think they have any chance at all. He's keeping them in striking distance, hoping to get some help from the defensive side of the ball, so maybe some of these plays can turn into plays that maybe put them in the lead.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You
get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now McCoy. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 37. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Dobbs escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And still fighting. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterback.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Buccaneers 17.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
from the 27. Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
on the play. recovered by the defense.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Dobbs, and now he'll tuck it and run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Buying time is left. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
10th carry now for McCoy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First down.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200-plus?
Eluding the pressure right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Dobbs forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Delayed game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a LaShawn McCoy touchdown run.
Vikings 21. Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here comes LaShawn McCoy as he trots back out there now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now a draw play. This is McCoy. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
McCoy, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Dobbs. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. From the gun, Dobbs flushed out right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happened.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
25 yards.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Tajay Sharp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there, a touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing, because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Bailey got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. With it on the return is Logan. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
TJ Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
And he floats one there, incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Up on 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This time they stay on the ground. He's still fighting forward. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, as the first half is winding down, as his guys have now moved out in front.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a LaShawn McCoy touchdown run.
Bradley.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin with a rematch from back in Super Bowl 50 as Denver heads east to Charlotte to take on Carolina. And it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. Cortland Sutton, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Daniel Jones throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
For Tampa Bay.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work, Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
He was brought down by Levante.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. Ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cousins got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Again, it's Cook. Cook able to escape. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. First down. It's Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Right on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
William Golstead.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Good. The game is tied at 30.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Got a man, that's Richie James. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Now Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
To pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here now a look at LaShawn McCoy. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
The 41-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. And he's got this down to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now Dobbs, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
O.J. Howard.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
2nd and 10.
And from the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gay is on for the point after. Missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Cook, the ball carrier.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run it again with Cook. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A 12-yard.
And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Cousins pass. Incomplete on the throwaway.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Back now in Tampa. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's McCoy. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
McCoy on the carry.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And James has it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
McCoy, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
This one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a gain this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Minnesota.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. McCoy, they'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. He's got Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is McCoy. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's McCoy. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. He has just eclipsed the 13,000-yard mark for his career. What a career it's been. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort.
45. Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll throw from the gun. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
McCoy, the ball carrier.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McCoy. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
On the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy. They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 15-yard line. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen. We're trying to win a game.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Cousins to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cousins able to find Jefferson here, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Vikings.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
A second down throw for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
That'll be complete to Cook. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. McCoy, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. McCoy. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Buccaneers. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On first down, it's McCoy. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now on is the field goal unit. And boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst.
Attempt.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was that was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
One last shot now for Cousins. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Vikings.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.